Hey guys, Rob out here, and I'm always in hotwater.com. I guess the cool weather has left us because it's 8:30 and it's starting to steam up already. But I'm out here today just to get you guys up to date with a general walkthrough of this 1997 Shamrock 220 walk-around that's been refinished and refit. And once again, I'm going to give you guys just a general walkthrough. Try and get this GoPro in as close as I can of the vessel. As always, I recommend employ your own surveyor and your own marine mechanic, as I am not. And but I will give you, to the best of my ability, the information as it presents before us. And basically, the goal to the video is to give you that walk around. I handle about 50 or 60 boats at a time, and it's just me. So, you know, don't take it personally, but for the tire kickers out there, I really don't have time to run around as my boats are everywhere. So I put a lot of work and effort into making sure that listings are as detailed as possible. But out here, really, really nice Shamrock, motivated seller. And this vessel was just, it's still got a couple more things of detail work that need to be done, but all minor stuff being done by Custom Marine USA, one of the top guys in the area. And now let's get to the point. On the exterior of the vessel, you have brand new all grip ice blue paint, and you have an Imron bottom paint white finish. And as you guys can see, she has not touched salt water since that work was done, which was just completed in the last couple of weeks. And if you can see, she just looks real good. Overall, you know, from my sounding test and everything, the structure of the hull appears to be solid, and up on the deck is solid. So overall, once again, leave that for your surveyor if you so desire. And as you can see, we walk through the back of the vessel with the swim platform, your rudder, your prop. Hopefully you guys are getting this pretty good. This GoPro has been acting up on me. Anodes are new. Trim tabs work. 98-gallon vessel, twin fuel tanks, gasoline. All right, hopefully that'll give you guys. T-top is fresh, as you can see. And let's just get you a quick little look. Now, quick note. The trailer is shown, as you guys can see. This is a service trailer. Trailer is not included in this sale. And factually, if you wanted to get a trailer and you planned on trailering the boat, you would have to get a custom-made trailer. You're more than welcome to this trailer, but it would, I think the cost on it, I think was told to me about $3,500. Honestly, I would probably spend about $5 to $7 grand and get yourself a custom-made trailer for this vessel. You know, just a little point of reference, I have a lot of people, especially on the bigger boats, they tend to get these boats and then cheese out on the trailer. Why would you do that? You wouldn't put your baby in a beat up old crib, you know, and this thing's going to be traveling on the road. So be smart when it comes to trailers, and have one custom made for this particular vessel. Just would make sense to me. But then again, you guys can do as you please. Anyway, I'm going to put my towel up. What we're trying to do is try not to get the boat dirty as detail work continues. But she's real nice, 220 walk around, extremely seaworthy vessel. I've been on the Shamrocks, and in fact, I've been on many models, the 220 in particular. Great handling offshore, you know, good weight, about 4,000 pounds. Figure you're going to be 5,500 by the time you fill up those fuel tanks, fresh water, and everything along that line. Now, you still will have some gear that's dated on this vessel, but I have not run this vessel on the water, but it's my experience before she went in for the cosmetic work as well as the repowering. She was doing real good as far as electrical systems and gauges. I cannot speak to the validity of what's working and what isn't, but overall, with the new switch panel and clearly new Ferris gauges, that everything seems to be up to speed. Once again, leave that up for survey and sea trial. I'm going to take a quick walk through. As you guys can see, the all grip white on the interior, also executed. That would actually be leading, should be your hatch cushion forward. You can see the T-top has just been redone. This is actually the original hardware for the T-top, and as you can see, she has been polished to a beautiful shine. You can actually see here, yeah, this has all been replaced new. So overall, I think up here on the bow pulpit, that is actually going to be refinished as well. That has not been taken care of yet, but you know, that's minor beans. Overall, solid boat, all grip white on the interior, ice blue on the exterior, Imron right on the bottom. Freshwater fill is forward. The fuel tanks, both port and starboard, I think they're running about 45 gallons or 44 gallons apiece. Fuel tanks have been inspected for leaks, but not pressure tested. But overall, there was no issue there. Once again, I leave that up to you and the surveyors. Interior cushions, as you can see. Now, for most of you that know the Shamrock, you'd have a different type of seating up here facing stern, and this has been installed custom, and that is also brand new, and it is reversible, I would assume. Looks reversible. Yes, reversible. So, you know, if you want to put your kids back here for safety, and while you're leaning forward, hopefully they're not kicking your seats like when you're driving in the van. But overall, that's a real nice feature. As you guys can see, the cushions right here. Up on the helm itself, the actual gauge is showing on the vessel 1,635 hours. But you're really on the PCM 5.0 liter EFI. You're running under 100 hours, let's just be safe. I was told an estimated 50 hours, but give or take 50 or 200, 100, 300, you're still dead on, and I'll give you the inside information on that. As you guys can see, the electronics up here, your Furano, it's a complete Furano setup, and moving, you know, into the rear of the vessel, as you guys can see, you know, plenty of rod holders, plenty of deck space, no soft spots on the deck, and you know, you're good there. Just a good looking boat, and definitely I think that somebody's really going to get some enjoyment out of this. You're live well. All right, now let's get into the cuddy cabin real quick, and just to give you a little bit of an update there, because we still have a little bit of work being done. I'm showing here this particular cylinder is not hanging on its own, so I'm going to hold this up. You guys know I don't hide anything. You guys can see the interior area is nice right here. Some work is being done, so this is disconnected, and I'm going to drop this down now so I can kind of dip on in here. Now, just so you know, a full cushion set for the interior. It's actually being held in storage. Oops. Actually being held in storage. Let's just put that flare kit right there. So plenty of room at night to dip out or take a nap after, you know, pulling in some pretty big fish. Let's just pop this baby up if I can get my fingers underneath. There we go. Porta potty area, freshwater tank. Clearly that area needs to be cleaned up, but once again, I jumped on these guys pretty quick. That's actually just wipes right up, so we're good there. Overall, nice condition on the interior, and since we're here and this is off, let's just take a quick peek so you guys can kind of see. Overall, I'm looking, I can definitely see these two gauges are brand new, and the other three have been replaced, but not as of recent. Corrosion is as expected. Overall, as far as on saltwater use, I can see a couple of spots there, but overall the electrical looks pretty good. Remember, we're looking at a 1997 vessel that's been kept up, so you know, you're not going to get any real surprises in most spots. It's going to be as expected. You guys can see here, I can't see, I got my Perco and into my battery setup, so I'll see if I can find that battery setup. Now, to get into the crux of the matter, all mechanical work has been done by Chris at Carolina Marine and Machine, and in fact, he is without a doubt the guy the Coast Guard, everybody calls, especially when you're out on the water and you have your big boats and you fail. And he purchased the engine that's in this boat. In fact, he purchased a twin set. These are they were purchased, well, we'll talk about the one engine. The PCM engine was purchased in approximately 2002-2003 is the lineage, and installed as a set into a Bertram out on Hilton Head Island. The seller put the new engines in, and after approximately 3 or 4 uses, one season and then rolling into the next, so we're calling it under 50 hours, he decided to refinish and just take the boat from the stringers on up, as you do with Bertrams. Well, the engines were pulled, put into storage, and sat from basically 2004, 2005, all the way up until approximately 2015. Chris at Carolina Marine and Machine purchased both engines in that lightly used condition, and had them in stock, and in fact then employed this particular engine in the vessel. He has done all the work. You have on this engine has completely gone through. You can see from the belts, the paint, the manifolds and risers are new, your hoses, your clamps, everything has been redone on this repower on this PCM 5.0 liter running, I think it was about 275 horsepower. This is a 302 Ford block, and they're hard to find because in these particular models in the Shamrock, where you get these inboard motors, it's a wider block, and the 302 is skinny and allows you to get in and input where you need to be. Let me just see if I can see my bilge area is clean. Ooh, hopefully you guys can see this. I got a set of interstates that are new. There's my Bennett pump for my trim tab, brand new bilge pump. Bilge area is clean. Electrical wiring in here is clean. Also, Marine and Machine installed a freshwater flush on this vessel, and on the engine, and the engine is also freshwater cooled. So as far as the engine aspect goes, you have an extremely low hour, appropriately powered motor that has just been worked through, serviced, and turnkey ready as of this moment. Once again, I haven't had the boat on the water. She's been sitting for a few months. You guys know how that goes. Works today on a boat isn't working tomorrow. And if you guys just take a quick look here, you can see the work that was done in reference to freshwater flush system, fuel systems, hoses, everything was done up from the tanks to the system itself. So you have a real nice situation here. It was costly to the seller to get all this redone and basically start from scratch and work on up. So real nice situation, real nice powering. Hopefully that gives you guys a real nice explanation of what's going on. Once again, I'm not a marine mechanic if I misspoke in any which way, shape, or form. And, my goal here is just to kind of show you what I'm looking at. My only question would be really on this particular vessel is, are all my electronics working, which I'm under the assumption and have been told everything is running, and is every single switch, pertaining to electrical wiring working. And overall, I think things are clean here. This was a perfectly running vessel when she went in, and the only difference being now is she has, a beautiful paint job and new cushions and new motor in a sense, newer motor. So overall, that's the insight on this 220 Shamrock. Seller is motivated. Reasonable offers will be entertained. You guys know the rules. You want to make an offer. If it's going to be ridiculous, I may not even respond, but I probably will. Deposits required to present the offer to the seller. And there's actually our flush system right there, raw water. So overall, not a bad situation. I like it. I think somebody's really going to get some enjoyment out of this. Especially, I know there's some new LED lighting on here as well. So a lot of accoutrements to go on with the vessel itself. Let me just get down here. I think you're in a pretty good situation, but once again, I'm not the one purchasing. Just get my shoes on so I can close you guys out. God dang it. I'll just scuffle along. So anyway, Rob out here, you know, really something to give some good consideration to. A 1997 Shamrock 220 walk around, brand new paint, brand new bottom paint, varnish redone, and finishing in most spots. Forward cushions included. We got a little bit of work to do on the bow pulpit, which is no big deal. New T-top. Electronics are what they are, and in, you know, no trailer, and a PCM 5.0 EFI Leader 302 Ford block, just ripping and ready to go. Serviced, refurbished, however you want to call it. Chris at Carolina Marine and Machine. And that'll about close it up. So Rob out here at I'mAlwaysInHotWater.com, hoping that helps you out. Wishing you guys a great and safe boating day. Rob signing off.